Welcome to Owings Trading, real traders, proven results. Daily futures trading livestream, elite trading community, proprietary indicators, strategies that actually work, all with a 100% money back guarantee.
All right, everybody. It is Saturday, February 3rd, 2024. Just want to do a quick recap here. Still got the COVID going, the pink eye, but wanted to do a little bit of admin stuff this weekend before I get back to bed and go to sleep and get healthy for next week. We had a good week on the channel, definitely making some fantastic calls. Steven and a few of the others who don't have COVID were trading my calls very well this week and ended up having very nice positive weeks. I had a positive week as well. Just didn't make nearly what I normally would because I didn't have the energy, quite frankly, to follow the markets as closely as I usually do. But that's what happens when you're a trader and you get sick and you don't have a company to rely on for a paycheck. The paycheck comes from you. Anyways, it is what it is. You make a lot of money when you make it. When you're sick, you just got to accept the fact that, you're not going to be 100%. That's what it comes down to. But I wanted to point this out to you guys because yesterday afternoon, as stocks were squeezing in the Owings Trading Elite members area here, you can see I was alerting Steve, who's kicking ass right now, taking the OMA course. And I just told him, if he was wondering why indices were squeezing, it's because Meta is up over 20%, just, dragging everything up. But I also said, let's keep an eye on this trend line, the NASDAQ yearly trend line that we've talked a lot about, 17,776. That's the yearly trend line here, guys, on the NASDAQ right here. This is the yearly chart for the NASDAQ. There's that trend line, 1776. I knew it was going to be the gift that just keeps on giving. So I was alerting Steve and some of the other members to that. Steve's the most active. And we only have 5 members right now. We just launched Owings Trading. It's going great. But some people don't day trade as actively as others. So, Steve's just kicking ass with the day trading. So right now the banter is between Steve and I, but as more members come in and they're actively day trading, these messages go out to everybody. But you can see I was alerting everyone here to the fact that we almost had 1776 on NQ again. Watch it, right? Because I knew, in all transparency, I didn't trade this yesterday because COVID. I just, in the New York afternoon, which for me is 8-9 o'clock Swedish time, I was in bed just nursing my wounds. I'm so tired, still so tired. So I didn't get a chance to short this, but I told Steve and the other members, I said, watch this because look, guys, this is the hourly chart on the NASDAQ yesterday, right? We're firing up here. I'll talk a little bit more about this in a second. And what happened was, where did we end up stopping? Well, I don't know, guys. You tell me. Looks like it's right about 1776. And not only that, but you get some great reversal cues here for our reversal trading plan that I teach in the elite section of the OMA course. So just easy trading there for those who actually, pay attention to the members area and waited for that setup right there. Just again, the gift that keeps on giving. The COVID this week has cost me a lot of unrealized profits, even though I'm having a good week and members are having a great week. But again, that's what happens when you're sick. You just don't have the energy to trade the way you normally would. But definitely, I would have shorted the living what out of this because I was telling everybody else to watch it. And when I woke up in the morning and saw this, I was like, COVID, you're fucking killing me here. Anyways, just a great example, of showing how accurate this stuff is. It's very exciting. So that's that. And then what else was there inside the members area? Just go over a couple things here with you guys. Yeah, Steve was talking about how the entries were tough on the indices. Yeah, and here you can see I told him, I said, man, I would have shorted it again if I didn't have COVID. Being sick is costing me a lot of unrealized profits, that's for sure. But that's fine. It's better than losing money, which I try to not do very often. Yeah, so Steve says OMA kept me from trying to short UB and ES later in the day. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing I want to point out here is in addition to getting alerted to great opportunities like that NASDAQ short again, I'm going to constantly keep you guys, even when I have COVID, even though I'm not trading for myself because I'm exhausted, I'm going to keep you guys up to speed on what's going on and let you know, where to be careful, right? And so Steve was able to save a lot of his profits yesterday that he made with OMA by using OMA and the elite members section to not, get sucked into bad trades that chop you up and spit you out. So, that's the key to having somebody, not only a course that works with, an edge that works and teach different strategies for different market situations, congestion, breakouts, reversals, trends, all that kind of stuff. But then day by day, just being here in the members area, I'm telling you, basically which strategy to use on which market. Of course, you're going to find your own ways to use it as well. But this is just a great way to help you stay out of trouble and stop giving back your profits, because a lot of people have trouble keeping the gains that they make. OMA is going to help you not only make a lot more money, but hang on to it, which is really important. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right here. Oh, yeah. So on that challenge account I did yesterday, that was pretty fun. So I took I took one of those challenge accounts because we had a lot of support heading into the day on the 10-year treasury. So I'll just go over that with you guys real quick because that was kind of fun. And yesterday was my fuck it Friday because I just felt so lousy with COVID. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to trade one of these challenges kind of aggressively for fun. And, I just need to get to the weekend and get some rest and hopefully come back Monday with some strength. I'm really hoping, guys, I'm healthy by Monday. But if I'm not, I'll just keep doing my best until I'm at 100%. Much easier to trade when you're at 100%. So here's the 10-year treasury. So heading into the non-farm payrolls announcement, I mean, we had a ton of support. I mean, remember, we were up here, right? We had so much support right down in this area here, right? And so I set an order to go long 5 contracts here, just because a lot of times it'll spike down, it'll fill you, it'll pull back up. And those of you who've been following the channel, like I make these calls regularly on the news. And, I don't know, generally I'm like 90% correct in terms of, picking a general area and the right direction. Obviously on NFP, when the number comes out, 352,000 jobs with an expectation of 180 or whatever it was, it just blew straight through that level, which is fine. That happens sometimes, right? And I would never do this on a real account. And I was clear about that when I traded it. But I point this out because I filled my order and then you could see it was kind of sitting there. I thought, this is not looking good. So I closed it. I lost 1,800 on that challenge. You only have a draw of 2,500 on that. I thought, okay, well, with the COVID, it'll be kind of a fun day just to, mess around with that account and see what happens the rest of the day. So those of you who are following the stream, you saw me nail a couple of really good trades on the NASDAQ before. So I made a bunch back. Let's go look at the NASDAQ. I'll just go over this. So I was down 1,800 on that one challenge. Excuse me. And then I came over to the NASDAQ, and that was about in this period here. We still didn't know that NASDAQ was going to squeeze at this point. We had so much resistance here, right? And with bonds dropping, rates rising, strong dollar, I mean, there was really, everything was looking like this thing should head back down here. That's the information I had at the time. So I had a couple of great trades in here, picked up 30 points, 40 points, 50 points, and ended up running that minus 1,800 back to plus 500. But then I thought we were going to drop, so I got caught in a little bit of I shorted here, and then as it pushed higher, I had to cover higher. So I went from minus 1,800 to plus 500, which was great, and then went back to about minus 500. And then I went over and took a quick loss on silver for a couple hundred. I was like down like 700 or 800 again or something, if I remember correctly. But then toward the end of the day, before I was going to bed, this was the NASDAQ was just ripping through this resistance. And I was like, this shouldn't be happening, right? But it is, right? So that gives you a clue. If it shouldn't be happening, it's defying gravity here. You got to go with that, right? So I ended up just taking a nice chunk out of this, and I ran that minus, whatever I was down at that point, minus 800 back to plus 1,000. So that was just kind of the journey of that account yesterday. Lost 1,800 on the NFP, on the 10-year treasury, and then ended up running it all the way back to about $1,000 in positive territory. See, that's when you've got an edge, and you're able to just dial into the markets. Like, especially with these challenge accounts, you can take some losses, and all you have to do is just patiently wait for the next setup and make them all back. It's not that hard. So the goal with the challenges is I just started them. I'm trying to figure them out. Otherwise, I'll go back to trading my own money. But I am enjoying the challenges for now, and I have no doubt that I will probably pass, a huge amount of them and get big payouts as soon as I'm feeling better. I got the challenges on Monday. I'm up like 2,000 on one of them, 1,000 on the one I just told you about. I'm up like almost 1,000 on another one. I'm just kind of, piecing together wins on different accounts as I figure out the ultimate strategy, the challenge strategy to use with their trailing drawdowns and stuff like that. So anyways, it's fun. The good thing is we've got Owings Market Analysis. It's an edge that absolutely kicks ass. And we've got the elite members area where keeping you guys up to speed all the time. So you're not going to find anybody else out there, number one, selling courses that actually work, that are unique, giving you a totally different way to read the price action. Then number two, helping you use it every single day as I trade my own money and right now trade these challenges and have fun. So I encourage you guys to, come in and check it out while it's still priced at $1,500. I'm going to raise the prices to $2,000 here shortly, maybe by the end of the weekend, because I've already have 5 people now in OMA, which is a great start, and they're all doing very well. And I do like to interact with each person individually. So, I want people who are going to take the course seriously and really be devoted to themselves. And I know that the course is underpriced at $2,000. Like, it's probably not even fair priced at $5,000, but with demand, I will slowly increase the price, because I'm not one of these types of people that I can take on, 500 people. I can't, because I can't individually work with 500 people. I could probably individually work with 50 people or something like that. So the first 5, have gotten it super cheap. If a few more, straggle in over the weekend and want to pick it up at $1,500, that's great. But otherwise, it's going to go up to $2,000, and then, probably after 5 or 10 more, fill it up at $2,000. I'll raise it to $2,500. And again, I'm just doing that not to be a dick or anything, but it's just supply and demand issues. I want to keep my time available for those who are really dedicated to learning this, because I know how special it is. I've been in the trading arena for a long time. I know how much bullshit there is out there, and our stuff just kicks ass. So go to the website now. You can go check it out. Here, I'll show you guys. Go ahead and bring this up for you guys. So here is the website the way it is now. And this is basically, this is, my mentor is one of the best traders of all time, literally. And I literally learned everything I know from him. And then I just turned it into Owings Market Analysis, and I modified the math formulas, made it all my own. And in my opinion, I made it better. Am I as good of a trader as him? No, not at all. He was phenomenal. But I'm definitely up there in terms of my ability to analyze the markets. And OMA is very, very special. And I trade very well. I'm just not in his league at all. And nobody's in his league. Very few people are in his league. Anyway, so that's why I put that there. And people are making, the students are using OMA to make this kind of money, whether it's on challenge accounts, real accounts, or whatever. So this is all like legit info. And you can get the first 7 lessons, for free. So I'm making it as easy as possible for you guys to test out OMA. I'm giving you 7 lessons for free, kind of ease you into it. If you like what you see, you can pay for OMA and get access to all the lessons to the end of Pro, which is up to lesson 15 of the course. And if you're like, nah, I don't want this, then you can have all your money back. It's a money back guarantee. Because I only want people that see the value and are drawn to OMA and want to stick with it. That's why I give you the chance to try it and get your money back up to level 15. But if you pay for it, you go up to level 15, your first week of having that money back guarantee, but you're seeing everything. You're like, wow, this is awesome. I love these. Andy's so good at teaching in these video lessons, blah, blah, blah. And you just, you tell me, say, okay, I'm happy with the course. I want to keep it. I think it's such a value at $1,500. Then I say, great. Then I send you my charts, my indicators, all that kind of stuff. And then you get access to the 10 final lessons of the course in Elite, which is up to lesson 25, which is where we go into a lot more detail on the trading plans and really good setups and all that. And then you get the mentorship where I help you apply all this to your personal situation. So I'm just pointing this out because it's really important. And it's going to be something you can see down here. You can see, I think we're at whatever we're at 1497. Yeah, so it's 1497, and that's what I'm going to raise soon to 1997. So those of you who are interested, just keep that in mind. Again, this is not like one of those things where, oh, if you don't act now, I'm raising, and then I don't actually raise it. I am going to raise it, but it's a real reason. It's because I can only mentor a certain amount of people at a time, and the more I bring on a mentor, I'll have to make slight price increments, as I even talked about on the website. So I want to bring that to you guys' attention. I'm going to get back to resting this weekend. It's been a great week, and we're going to have another great week next week. I'm really hoping I can rest and feel better with COVID, so or get rid of the COVID, so I can just start kicking ass on these challenges and passing them. But anyways, off to a great start regardless, and the students are kicking ass, and for me, that's number one. I love to see people just doing so well with OMA. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great weekend, and be back at it on Monday.
Thanks for watching. Go to www.owingstrading.com to get started with your 100% free course now.